Hey guys, Chris of the Polish Geek, and back almost right away because as soon as I reviewed Wolfman, I actually just saw in the news pop up that the announcement of a new Robert Eggers movie, which, as you can imagine, already got my attention, but then I found out that it's like another Werewolf movie. What an irony. Just reviewed another Werewolf movie, the newest Werewolf movie, Wolfman, only to see that Robert Eggers' now newest project is also another Wolfman story, although already 100% bet it's gonna be much, and I mean much better than what I only just reviewed actually, because this newest Wolfman movie was just so cheesy, but this is Robert Eggers, so I'm actually very optimistic about this, and from what I'm reading about it, it seems like the title is like Werewolf, don't know how this is exactly pronounced, but and also from what it sounds, it's like he's gonna be using, because it's gonna be taking place in like 13th century England, which is also really interesting, because a werewolf story is practically a story that's basically timeless. It could really take place in any time period. It could take place in the modern days or anything, but I like that Robert Eggers chooses now to set it up in 13th century medieval times. So it's gonna be basically, in the audition to make a horror wolf story, it's gonna be another period piece. And I'm really glad that Robert Eggers is very much sticking with period pieces, but and also he's gonna be sticking to historical authenticity with, as I just said, because they're gonna be using like Old English dialect. Maybe this word werewolf, maybe it means werewolf from an Old English dialect. Who knows? And it's apparently that he was actually initially gonna shot the movie entirely in black and white, but it seems it's no longer the case. Which I'm personally really glad, because as much as I like how The Lighthouse is shot in black and white, I really would think that actually sticking with color makes Robert Eggers' movie so much better, because one of the best things about Robert Eggers' movies is his visuals, and so yeah, I really very much, I'm glad that he's gonna stick with color. My favorite Robert Eggers movie now, after I giving it some thought, I think it's still The Northman, but Nosferatu is very much close second, and I'm super excited to see it again when it comes out here in Poland on February, because I loved it when I seen it in Paris, and yeah, so when it's coming out here in Poland in February, I'm not hesitating to just go and see it again. But yes, I really like the idea of Robert Eggers now tackling a werewolf story, but at the same time I'm hoping he's not just like now creating his own like monsterverse. No, he did a Nosferatu and that was wonderful, and now he's doing the werewolf, but once he does werewolf, I'm hoping maybe he will move on to something completely different, because again, I love Robert Eggers, and I think he proved himself to be a phenomenal director and one of the few directors in Hollywood that still cares for quality filmmaking, but I'm hoping that he's not just like now gonna be to start doing his own monsterverse. No, it's best if after he does Werewolf, if he moves on to something different, but for now, I'm really looking forward to Werewolf, and I'm really glad that it's taking place in 13th century, because, as I said, the werewolf story is a timeless story that could take place anytime, like especially that many werewolf movies actually just take place in the modern day, but I'm glad that Robert Eggers is choosing 13th century. We'll see how it goes. And one more thing, I really wonder what Werewolf will look like. I'm not necessarily counting on Werewolf looking scary, because again, as I've been constantly saying in my last few videos, at this point it's really hard to scare me with a monster look alone, because I've seen so many, and I mean many monsters at this point in movies, video games, that at this point with looks alone it's just nearly impossible to scare me. But I do hope he looks cool. I do hope he has like plenty of hair, how a werewolf should be, and all that, and I hope that it's not gonna really be much CGI, and even if it is CGI, then it's actually good, well done CGI. And I certainly hope it's not gonna be just like simply a wolf. No, I really hope it's gonna be a genuine werewolf. But again, this is Robert Eggers, so I very much trust the guy is gonna make a wonderful decision. So, yes, I'm really glad the new Robert Eggers movie has been announced, and it's Werewolf, I think it's a cool idea, and now it's my second most anticipated movie of 2026. Number one will certainly be still The Odyssey of Christopher Nolan. Nothing is changing that, but now Werewolf, or Werewolf, don't know how this exactly is pronounced, is very much now my second most anticipated movie of 2026. So, thank you all of you for checking out this video. Press the like button, please subscribe to this channel, and I will talk to you soon in another video. Talk to you later, bye.